They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels: defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense. And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carr intercepted by Brandon Carr. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aldon Smith, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan!
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Now Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Now Prescott on 4th down. steps away to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. Well, that's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. They go back to Murray on first down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Here we go. Zebra. Go rally.
From the gun now on third down, Carr escaping the pressure right. Open man is Holmes. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football. Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray the lone setback. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Eluding the pressure right. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
First down throw for Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. To throw is Prescott. Bryant has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the Raiders pick it up. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. On 1st down, Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Throw left side to the tight end, Walford. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Murray. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing now is Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision.